The Elves of Middle-earth, Ammortality versus Immortality. Explained in the vast and intricate world of J.R.R. Tolkien's Middle-earth, the Elves stand out as one of the most fascinating and enigmatic races. Their grace, wisdom, and ethereal beauty have captivated readers and viewers alike. But what truly sets the Elves apart is their unique relationship with time. They are immortal, not immortal. But what does this mean, and how does it shape their existence? To start, let's clarify the difference between ammortality and immortality. Immortality, in the traditional sense, means living forever, without the possibility of death. Immortal beings cannot die by any means, whether through aging, illness, or injury. They are eternal in the truest sense. Ammortality, on the other hand, is slightly different. Immortal beings, like Tolkien's elves, do not age or die from natural causes, but they are not immune to death. They can be killed in battle, succumb to despair, or even fade away over time, but they do not age or die of disease. In Tolkien's world, the elves are the prime example of ammortality. When Eru Ilúvatar, the supreme creator of Middle-earth, brought the elves into being, he granted them this unique form of life. They are bound to the world as long as it exists, immortal in the sense that they do not age or die naturally, but mortal in that they can still be slain or diminish. But how do elves maintain this state of immortality? It all begins with their connection to the world, known as Arda, the very fabric of Middle-earth. The elves are deeply tied to Arda's fate. Their bodies, known as Hroar, and their spirits or fear are interwoven with the world itself. As long as Arda endures, so do the elves. But this also means they are bound to the sorrows and sufferings of the world. They experience every change, every tragedy, and every joy that unfolds within it. One of the most critical elements of elven immortality is the balance between their Hrua and Fea. If this balance is disturbed by overwhelming grief, deep despair, or the burden of centuries of life, an elf's Fea may choose to depart from the Hrua, leading to what is known as fading. This is not death in the traditional sense, but a gradual withdrawal from the physical world. The elf becomes a mere shadow, a spirit lingering in Middle-earth, often driven by melancholy or unresolved pain. Moreover, elves are not completely immune to physical death. They can be slain in battle, and throughout the history of Middle-earth, many elves have fallen in wars against Morgoth, Sauron, and other dark forces. When an elf dies in this manner, their Fea travels to the halls of Mandos, a place in the Undying Lands where their spirits reside until they are either reincarnated into a new body or choose to remain in Mandos forever. This brings us to another fascinating aspect of elven life, the concept of reincarnation. Unlike men, whose spirits leave the world upon death, the elves' spirits are bound to Arda until its end. This binding allows for the possibility of reincarnation. After a period in the halls of Mandos, an elf's spirit can be granted a new body and return to life in Aemon, the Undying Lands, though not in Middle-earth. This return is usually a result of the elf's own will, or a decision by the Valar, the powerful beings who govern Arda. However, reincarnation is not common, and many elves choose to remain in the halls of Mandos, reflecting on their past lives. The elves' immortality is both a blessing and a curse. It grants them incredible wisdom and perspective, allowing them to witness the rise and fall of kingdoms, the birth and death of countless generations, and the ongoing struggle between good and evil. But it also binds them to the pain and sorrow of the world. While men are granted the gift of Ilúvatar, freedom from the world after death, the elves must endure its trials for as long as it lasts. One of the most poignant examples of the elves' struggle with immortality is found in the story of Arwen and Both are elven women who fell in love with mortal men, Aragorn and Beren respectively. Their love led them to make extraordinary choices. Lúthien chose to become mortal to share a single lifetime with Beren, sacrificing her elven heritage. Similarly, Arwen chose to forsake her immortality to be with Aragorn, leading to a mortal death, a fate she had never known. These stories highlight the elves' deep emotional capacity and their ultimate vulnerability to the sorrow of the world, despite their seemingly eternal nature. It's also important to understand the distinction between the elves' Ammortality and the true immortality of beings like the Ainur. The Ainur, who include the Valar and the Maiar, are truly immortal spirits. They existed before the creation of the world and will continue to exist after its end. They are not bound to Arda as the elves are. While the elves' lives are tied to the fate of the world, the Ainur transcend it, living outside the bounds of time and space as we know them. This difference places the elves in a unique position. They are immortal in a sense, but their immortality is limited to the lifespan of the world itself. So, while the elves of Middle-earth may seem immortal to those around them, their existence is defined by a profound connection to the world, a connection that both sustains and limits them. Their immortality is a reflection of their role in Tolkien's legendarium, where they serve as the firstborn of Ilúvatar, the keepers of beauty and wisdom, and the witnesses to the ages of the world. As we explore the rich lore of Middle-earth, the elves remind us of the delicate balance between life and time, beauty and sorrow. Their immortality allows them to be both eternal